Hey everyone, it's Bryce. Today I felt like maybe talking about my coming out experience. I live in a very small rural town in Western Canada, BC, called Revelstoke. A very close-minded, very small town. When I was younger, I used to get made fun of. At first, I don't think it was because I was gay. I think that was like part of it, but we were all so young, we didn't know what gay was. It's just, I stood out as something that was different, and as humans are, we don't like stuff that's very different, so then we tend to make fun of it. So yes, I got made fun of a lot, and I even had to change schools. I had to go to a different elementary school because I got it so bad. And it continued then on until I went into high school, and in some instances it got worse, but in other instances it got better. Some people grew up, some people didn't. My first time I ever told anybody was my friend Hillary. I told her in grade 7. I came out as bisexual to her, but I'm not at all. At all. But I think a lot of gay men do that, saying that they're bisexual, because it it's closer to being normal than being gay is. You're not being labeled gay then, you're bisexual. Bisexual men aren't gay. So then I came out to my parents in early grade 11, so when I was about 15, turning 16. I was really reluctant to do so because I was scared my parents were going to judge me and think differently of me. I'd never thought they would disown me or weren't going to be okay with who I was. I was just scared they were going to judge me, and I didn't want them to see me in a different light because I'm the same person I've always been, right? The responses were fairly good. My mom was upset with me because I didn't tell her sooner, and I just think she was upset that I didn't trust her. I've tried to explain to her like the reasons why I didn't tell her, but we all have our different perspectives on things, and it's her right to feel that way. I've faced tons of difficulties after coming out. A lot of it, I got a lot of respect from it. People thought I was very brave for doing so, but a lot of people, it made them feel uncomfortable that I was homosexual, and they made that very clear. Especially bad place to go is parties. I've had people push me, yell at me, calling me a faggot, a lot of discriminatory things that they've said to me that I've just ignored, and I tried to, like, no, I'm not gonna care what they think, I'm still gonna go. But now it's got to the point where I can't go to parties anymore because my safety is in jeopardy. People are trying to, like, just becoming more aggressive, getting pushed. People are actually trying to get pretending to hit on me, so I will actually, like, hit on them back so they can have an excuse to beat me up. Like, it's just crazy. People are psycho. I don't know how somebody can be so hateful towards somebody or something they can't understand. I don't get it. But even going through all of this, I'm still happy that I've come out because I think a lot of coming out, before I came out, I was very depressed and I was unhappy with myself. And I think subconsciously, when you keep something as a secret, and something about yourself that's a secret and you can't tell anybody, and you can't be open about it and you deny it, um, it's something to be ashamed of. I'm not saying that being gay is something to be ashamed of. I think just the way you look at it, so then you start to be ashamed of yourself, and you start to get the self-loathing that isn't correct and it isn't right. But once you're honest and open about with yourself and everybody else, um, you start to be able to see that people accept you for who you are. And even if some don't, that's fine. But once you start to come out and accept yourself, everything will radiate off of that and become better, in my opinion. Um, and even if some people can't accept that and can't accept who you are, you need to be true to yourself. You can't always do something to please somebody else. And even in my nature, I'm a big people pleaser, and I want people to accept me. But in certain points, you're like, gotta be like, you know what? This is who I am, and if you don't like that, then maybe you shouldn't be in my life. And I'm not saying that that's right, and it's like really unfortunate that that may have to happen, but um, I know for me, coming out has probably been the hardest but best thing I've ever done in my life. So those are my thoughts on coming out. That's my experience. And why don't you guys comment underneath here and tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe.